Absolutely sumptuous goal from Declan Rice there. He scored some really good goals this season. He wasn't bought for the goals, and so every time he scores, it's really a bonus. And it's crazy because the people from AFTV came all the way down here to have a viewing party for this particular encounter, and what a game it was. 6-0, perfect game to have a viewing party.
Yeah.
Then it's quick thoughts on this one. Arsenal look like they are growing in confidence because they've lost twice to West Ham this season. This was a game they needed to win. And it was a big statement, especially also based on people saying that they over-celebrated against Liverpool. They needed to come out and make a statement for this game.
Yeah, so I would say this is a proper revenge, because you know they lost in the Carabao Cup to Arsenal in the London Stadium and went and beat them at the Emirates. So there was a lot at stake. I didn't see how Mikel Arteta would come and lose a third game. Then I think that it would have actually undermined his tactical intelligence. So I feel like they were prepared for this game, like he said. There was a lot of backlash the last time when he beat Liverpool and they were celebrating. I think there was too much noise about that. You win games, you celebrate. I didn't see where the big deal was about them celebrating, over celebrating. What is celebrating and what is over? Where is the balance? Where do you find?
Where do you draw the line?
Where do you draw the line? It doesn't make sense to me, to be honest. I think it was total hogwash. So for them coming to this game, took the game by the scruff of the neck, dominating the game from in the first 15 minutes, they scored 4 goals. Yeah. And to be honest, I think West Ham were terrible. For me, they should forfeit their wages next probably, because it's true. You can't be taking this kind of money and put. It was very poor. No effort, nothing. If you watch how they considered within the first 15 minutes, it was as if there was nothing at stake. And I think as much as David Moyes should carry some of the responsibility, I think the players should also do so, because none of them came to fore. I think most of them were poor. Kudus was poor. Zuma was nowhere to be found. The midfield was nothing was working for them. And for us now, I'm pretty much impressed by how they played. They came into the game pressed, West Ham, because they knew, West Ham will always come with a low block, come and defend and try to play on the counter attack. And that's the thing about Moyes. He's stuck to this style of play. It's worked for him, but you see, there's been no plan B, because in this kind of situation, you don't have Paqueta. Paqueta has been that player who always
makes things happen
in transition. So even when you are defending and there's a low block, because of how creative he is, he's able to create chances out of nothing. And he doesn't have him. So I felt he had to change. But you see, that's the thing about Moyes. He sticks to the same game plan, the same players. I mentioned the last week that I felt he had not prepared his squad for this kind of situation, because he should have known that when he was making use of his first 11, consistently playing the same squad in the Carabao Cup, playing them in the league, playing them in the Europa League, he should have known that there'll be a time where there'll be injuries eating up your squad, and you expect people to come in and do the business. But I don't think he prepared for that, because he has a young Mbama on the bench where he should be giving more opportunities to that in this kind of situations he will come in. But he didn't do that. So clearly they are in a bad place right now. I don't know how they're going to come out from it. I think they need Paqueta back as quickly as possible. I don't think he would have solved this problem today, but I think that they're a different team with Lucas Paqueta, and I think that with time, hopefully he would like to have him back. But for Arsenal, I think it's good times for them. They are doing well, because they need to power the pressure on Man City, and that's what they need to do, and that's what they are doing actually. So West Ham has to come back. They need Lucas back. Arsenal need to keep on doing what they are doing, and let's see what happens.
Sorry?
For me, I am shocked that they conceded some of the goals they did. Look, Arsenal have a set-piece coach. Everybody knows how they now approach set pieces. Arsenal had only, I think, 4 tall players on the pitch. You add, let's add White, Mr. Chelsea fallout man, and then you add I think there are just 4 people who are tall in that team. The rest are all quite normal height. And these 4 guys, every corner kick, prior to the first one going in, every corner kick, they'll go and pack themselves at the back of the post.
Yeah.
Once the ball is kicked, they come and mingle and cause chaos. And you, West Ham, you've seen this happen time and time again in the first half.
Yeah.
And you just kept allowing it. You'd also pack all your tall people in front. And what was going to happen in the end? They were going to definitely score a goal from it in the end. And the manner in which they started conceding the goals after the 32nd minute was bizarre. Come on. If you are a low block team, you don't concede that in that short space of time. You concede, I think, 41st, 43rd, 45th plus 2. Why? You don't
But
do that.
I get where you're coming from, because with reference to the first goal, you could see there was an overload by Arsenal players on one side, and then you expected, and that had Gabriel and
Saliba.
Declan Rice, all those tall guys there, and then you're expecting that players like Zuma and the tall guys, Sushek, would actually move to that side.
Foul.
But you realize that they're actually not. I don't know whether it was lack of concentration, because they were all at one side and all the Arsenal players were at the other side.
Yeah.
And they could see it was an easy goal. So, like you're saying, I understand where you're coming from. I think it was just lack of concentration. They were just not ready for today's game.